Welcome to Financial Insights with Linda, your accounting coach. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about budgeting. To my surprise, I found businesses that generate over $1 million sometimes do not even have a budget. You may find this also surprising. It's not surprising because it can be very labor intensive and then also very time consuming. So, budgeting is more than just entering numbers into a spreadsheet. It's thinking about your processes, your staff, your organizational goals, lots of different things, your vendors, your client relationship. But as we know, planning is key to being successful. So today, I want to talk about other items you should consider when creating your budget. So number one, involve your staff. If you do not have a staff, involve your business advisor, such as your CPA, your lawyer, or your banker. Your staff, use their skills. They're doing the day-to-day work. They're in the trenches. So ask them what's working, what's not working. And also, too, it gives them skin in the game. They'll also help you reach your business goals. Number two, look at your sales cycle. Do you have months where you actually have a slowdown or things ramp up? You need to look at that because you want to make sure you're able to cover expenses, particularly during that slowdown. Next, document assumptions. You may think that's pretty simple, but I'm going to tell you this comes in handy because throughout the year, or maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, you'll say, where did that budget number come from? If you document your assumptions, you can go back to that document and say, oh, okay, well, I had budgeted for 100 gadgets at $10 each. And then maybe something changed, something in the economy, something, maybe the fuel costs increased. So it's important to document assumptions because you can go back and say, where did that number come from? The last thing I want you to consider is to revisit your budget. This is the most common mistake small businesses and nonprofits do. They do not revisit your budget. You should revisit your budget on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis. I cannot stress that enough. Just don't create your budget and then put it on the shared drive. Put it in your accounting system, run the report, budget versus actual, and adjust as needed. It's not going to be perfect, but as you monitor and adjust, you'll get better and better with creating your budget. Right now, I challenge you to take 1 hour with your staff or your business advisors, have a virtual lunch or breakfast, whatever you want, and ask them, okay, what has worked this year? What isn't working? What do you think about our vendor relationships, our contracts? Then take those recommendations into account for your 2021 budget. You don't have to do your budget alone. As we know, this year has been hard for many businesses and nonprofits, but we know that planning is key. You can't plan for everything, but if you have a budget, it will help you keep your finances in check. So, as I said last week, use your budget as your playbook. Your budget is your playbook, your roadmap. It is how you're going to execute for 2021. So, in order to be successful, execute your playbook. Make sure you like our page, Insight Financial Group, and make sure to share the video. Until next week.